Greetings amigos, it is a brew day and it's a very exciting brew day, okay, because I am brewing today the greatest beer I have ever made of all time. I'm rebrewing it, okay, so the greatest beer I've ever brewed of all time, say it again, is the 644 Mosaic IPA, which, if any long-term viewers of this channel, there's a picture up there of Tom Selleck. Can you see it? No, it's not there. It's because I've got it here. Look, this, for a start, this is not Tom Selleck, okay? This is Burt Reynolds. So what this is, and I wasn't sure, I was thinking about this, why Burt Reynolds? What was the whole point in that? And there was two things, okay? So this was this is actually a mosaic. I trawled Google for every image of Burt Reynolds I could get, and then made this mosaic of like Smokey and the Bandit. This is from Smokey and the Bandit, obviously. Burt Reynolds is the greatest movie star of all time. So yeah, we made that, and I was thinking that this was like for a thumbnail for the brewing video for 644. And I couldn't remember whether this came first or whether the beer label came first, because I made a beer label as well, which is actually on this, which is from like a movie poster. So I'm thinking that maybe this came first, and then I got the beer label from one of the pictures that I trawled the internet from. But that still doesn't explain why Burt Reynolds. Why on earth have I got a picture of Burt Reynolds up? Which is what my wife's asked me, and is like, not sure. It's just always been there, you know, it's one of those. Well, the reason for that is because I'll show you why rather than me trying to explain it. So today we're doing a Mosaic IPA. Now, I suppose before we start, the answer is yes, I am doing Movember. It seems to have taken a real growth spurt in the last 24 to 48 hours. Let's see what the pre-boil is. It's just actually sitting over there. Hold on a second. Yeah, here's the pre-boil here. So we're looking at, must be a 105.8, so it's looking good. I've actually got a starter. Hold on a sec. Well, I should have had all this lined up. So the next one is going to be 30 minutes, so I'll probably see you then, and if I don't see you then, I'll see you in the garage, okay? So, then. Okay, that's the brew day done and dusted. You can see it sitting there. So yeah, it was the whole Movember thing, moustache. The most famous person I can think of with a moustache is not Tom Selleck, it's Burt Reynolds, okay? The greatest movie star of all time. The greatest beer of all time also. So 644 Mosaic IPA. So 644 refers to the yeast, which is this, which is WLP 644 White Labs Saccharomyces Brooks-like. Is that what that says? Brooks-like Trois? I don't know that that's, well, never mind. But yeah, so basically this was a yeast that was supposed to be a Brett, that they thought was a Brett, but turned out not. It turned out to be a sack. So it doesn't like contaminate your fermenters and stuff. And when I tried it, it's amazing. It was amazing. It's got crazy funky pineapple coming off it. So this, I think WHC has a version of this, which is, I think it's just funky pineapple or something, but used to brew that all the time. Brilliant yeast, really high attenuation as well, but there's so much fruit and all coming off it. And then there's this tiniest little slight sour thing coming off it at the end, but it's not enough to think like, oh, this is a sour beer I'm drinking. It just gives us this little tweak on the fruit. Fantastic. Works brilliantly well with Mosaic, which is of course just pineapple and all that stuff coming off it. So the only thing is then, I haven't brewed it for years, literally years, because I'm all about dry yeast these days. I can't remember even the last time I used a liquid yeast. So I haven't made a starter for this. I've been trying to build it up so I can get more than just one brew out of it. So that was the first reason. The second reason was I haven't used Mosaic in years. I think literally years as well. The last time I did, I think it was, I can't remember what year, what harvest it was, but it did like changed or something. It tasted kind of weird, and it was getting a bit more funky than fruity, and it just wasn't really, I wasn't digging it. I haven't had it in years. We're gonna try it again. This is the 2022 harvest. And this is leaf, look, leaf hops. So I haven't used leaf hop as well, because I gave up on that because it was just stealing all the wort. and the fermenters kept getting emptied, and it was a bit of a pain in the hole to clean as well too. It was okay if you used the hop spider, but the hop spider's just, no. We've given up on that a long time ago, so it'll be interesting to see what that's like in the Grainfather. I imagine that plate at the bottom will stop everything coming through, but will it stop the wort coming through as well? We'll have to find out. So yeah, the original recipe, it was like 300 and something 300 and something grams of Mosaic. It was only Mosaic went into it. I've only had 200 grams, so I've had to sub in something else, which is, sorry, it was only Mosaic except for the bittering hop, which was Columbus. So this first wort hops. So I'm subbing in some Simcoe. Got a load of Simcoe there. I think that'll work well with the Mosaic. I imagine it will. We'll get more of the fruit maybe than the pine. And then also got some Galaxy. I'm actually gonna use a small amount of these because I need to get rid of them. I was gonna chuck them out, and I thought, no, let's give it another go. So I'm thinking a dry hop. We'll do a double dry hop. First dry hop will be the Mosaic. Second dry hop will be the Simcoe, and a little bit of that, maybe I'm thinking between 5 and 10 grams. I don't know. Off of the Galaxy. And yeah, and that will keep it on just for like no more than 2 days the most. It'll just be like dip in and dip out, and that's it. This is the first of the leaf going in, so Godspeed, leaf. Please don't block the pump. I can't even get it out of the bag. No doubt in about 45 minutes I'll realise why I don't use leaf anymore. Okay, already that's 10 minutes to go. It's hard to believe this day is flying past. So there is a word block in there somewhere, at least half one. And no Simcoe, just the Mosaic. So Simcoe, first of the Simcoe goes in at Whirlpool. Even though I'm not Whirlpooling, I'm just hop standing. Okay, hop stand time. You can see the Simcoe on the top. And then of course, we're in the pint glasses here because of the Mosaic. Stupid leaf. Okay, we're still transferring. Ooh, there's what it looks like now. So far so good. Okay, that will be the end of the brew day now, so it looks about 10:50 to me. In terms of the quantity, I'm about a litre down, so no doubt they're in those hops. So we'll have to forget about that. This is our starter, 644. There is a where is it? Little magnetic bit in there somewhere. That must be it there, it's stuck. It's quite a lot going in, but I did make quite a lot. Okay, so I think we're gonna start it. I'm gonna leave it in here for the time being. I still gotta clean up. I've gotta go and do something with the family, but I'll be back. I'll clean it up. I'll get that one. I've got one in there that needs cave. I'll get it in the fridge, plus the rest of that starter. So I'm intending to do it. I've started at 21 and then push it up to like 25 and just eke every bit of pineapple out of it, every bit of funk out of that yeast as we can. It's about 23 degrees in here, so I could just leave it in here and see if it kicks off tonight, but yeah. Okay, we're 2 weeks in to the Mosaic 644 beer, and I think we've finally stopped fermenting. It went off like a rocket at the start, and then it slowed away down, and it's just been creeping down that whole last week. I think maybe I'm just impatient. I think it is. I had this the last time as well. With a Philly sour yeast, it was going slow and I was just like, oh, would you hurry up, please? Go on. But anyway, so I'd cranked it up with like 30 degrees just to eke out the last couple of points. It seems to have stabilized now about 10, 11, which is this. So It smells pretty good, it has to be said. It smells very pineapple-y. Fruit. Fruit for days. There's also a firm bitterness in there. But I don't think I've overshot. I think it's decent, yeah. Okay. So, we're gonna dry hop them. So we're supposed to do double dry hop, right? It's taken that long that I'm gonna have to rearrange. I want this is a Saturday night. I want this to be ready in kegs. It needs to be dry hopped and crushed by next Sunday. So we've basically got 7 days to do it. So say 2 days for the crush. That doesn't give me much time, so we're gonna go with a Mosaic now, right? And then the other one, which is the Galaxy, and I can't remember what the other hop is now. Simcoe, wasn't it? So we're still gonna do those. We're gonna put those in, but again, this is like gonna be, they're only gonna be in for maybe 2 days. The rest of the time is gonna be this. So we've got 5 days to play with, 3 days and then 2 days. So how about that? So this will be on for the full 7 days then. So okay, I need to get this off. So we've got a leaf as well too. I'm dry hopping with a leaf, so I don't know how it's gonna go. I haven't dry hopped the leaf and I have no idea. But okay, it's like a success. Right. I mean, should maybe have used a bag, but it's too late now. It's getting like a catchphrase in this channel. It's too late now. That's an awful pain in the hole there. This goddamn thing. I need to find a better way of doing this. There. Okay, spilling it everywhere. Just get it in. I'm gonna hurry up. I'm putting it in chunks and hoping that the liquid will break it up. What an unholy mess that is. Really think I should have used a bag, but it's too late now. Right, I've come in to do the second dry hop, okay, so this is one of the Galaxy. In it, okay, so I opened the fridge door to take the fermenter out, and I got a bit of a surprise, okay. Now, wait till you see this. I haven't done anything here, I've literally came in to do this dry hop, and this is what I'm looking at. What is going on here? That's a red beer. That is a red beer. I brewed a golden beer. A yellow beer. That is red, isn't it? Am I imagining that? Let's take it out and find out. Okay, I've taken it out. It does look to be definitely darker than before. More orange though. There. See a lot of those hops. Really should have put them in a bag and then sank it to the bottom, but a lot of those hops still sitting on top. But yeah, pulled off a gravity reading as well too. So it doesn't look too bad there, right? Definitely more. That's what I put in. That's what it was. That's what it is now. What's going on? Get my gloves on. Imagine having a pair of gloves specifically for opening this. That's what the Fermentation has driven me to. The colour in that, what is going on? Was it like that before? I'm really starting to doubt myself now. I really don't know what's... What? I mean, I nearly shit myself when I opened that door. Okay, so this is it. Whew! It smells pretty good, actually, to be fair. Okay, so it's Wednesday night now, okay? When it gets to Friday night, I'm gonna crush it. I'll let it crush for 2 days. So that'll be 2 full days with the Galaxy, and then we'll get it crushed, and then we'll get it into the keg Sunday. And we'll do a brew day. What's going on with that colour? Yeah. Don't know. I don't know. We'll find out next time you see me. There's what it looks like. Oh my god. That's the 604, the greatest beer in the world. That's a good start, okay? That's a very good start. Look at it. Wow. I mean, hopefully you're seeing what I'm seeing, but it's just a beacon. It's a beacon. Whew. I mean, if that was a New England IPA, I would be kind of delighted. As it is, it's more kind of West Coast. And who says West Coast IPAs can't look like a New England IPA? So it's the best of both, isn't it? So that's a fantastic little cap on top. Very, very creamy, so that is definitely going to be hanging about. Amazing. Okay, so this finished at 5.3%. It was supposed to be like 5.9%. Got a bit lower efficiency than normal. I'm using old green that was pre-crushed, so I'm thinking that's kind of where my efficiency is starting to drop. I'm trying to use all that up and over the last couple of brews, and then get on to the new sack that I've got. So that comes with the territory, I suppose. I mean, I should probably get a grain mill, but I just cannot be bothered. What that might be, that's a conversation for another day anyway. Let's just get into this before I get interrupted. So I've been waiting for a while to get a drink of this, okay? Let's smell it first though. Now it's been sitting out, to be fair, because it's a case trying to get anything poured in that garage at the minute, but it's still very, very fruity. Tons of pineapple, you would expect that with that yeast and those hops. There's a load of mango in there too. Oh my god. It smells... Oh, it smells magical. It really does. There's a little touch of passion fruit as well too. Now whether that's coming from the Mosaic, probably is coming from the Mosaic, let's be fair. But I know I put the Galaxy in. It will be interesting to see what this tastes like with the Galaxy in it. This is the last chance for the Galaxy to redeem itself. So when you put a small amount, 10 grams in 2 days, actually dry hopped it at 10 degrees. So I'm just super paranoid about that hop ruining this beer, the greatest beer of all time. Okay, I'm going in. It smells delightful. Cheers. It's kind of a light body. It's a light body, but it's got this kind of creamy type of finish to it. I don't know whether that's the head that I was just getting at the end there, but it's not blistering carbonation. It's been on the gas for a week at like 12 psi, I think it was. Mouthfeel is excellent. It feels really light. It makes it drinkable. It's dry as well, which is another good thing. I mean, this is technically a West Coast IPA, okay? What I will say about it is there's a real bitterness to it. Not insanely bitter, okay, so I could handle it quite easily. But it's that kind of bitterness that just stays. It just stays in your mouth. So really fruity going in. And the flavours are pineapple, a little bit of mango, more mango on the aroma than the taste, and that bitterness. And I'm pleased to say, very pleased to say that the Galaxy, I cannot detect the horrible Galaxy-ness. I keep forgetting not to say it. I'm not getting that astringent horribleness that you're associated normally with that hop, in pellet form at least. Not really getting too much of the Simcoe. I'm sure it's in there, like, obviously, as well as the other hop. But it's hard to kind of detect anything really, because it's just this kind of fruit punch, this fruit bowl thing with all that Mosaic in it. 200 grams of Mosaic. I would actually have thought that it would have been a bit more punchy than that, and maybe if I had used Mosaic pellets, it probably would have been a bit more punchy. It's good, don't get me wrong, it is good, really like it. The bitterness is really staying with me though. So I mean, obviously my palate has changed over the years as it normally does. And that kind of lingering bitterness, while it's nice, don't mind it. I think I like it kind of, I would like it a little bit less bitter, maybe. This is not that much, I mean it's only like 50 something IBU, something. 58 IBU. So maybe, I don't know, it feels, I'm thinking now because it's such a light kind of flavour to it, or mouthfeel, maybe the extra bitterness is maybe, it seems a bit unbalanced or something like that. We put the caramel in there to try and sweeten it up, to give it, to try and, you know, take the edge off that bitterness, but it is really kind of lingering and staying with you. So and it was Columbus, so I mean it's good, it is good. Is it the greatest beer in the world? No, it's not the greatest beer in the world. It's not even a tribute to the greatest beer in the world. It's a beer, okay? It's a good beer. It's definitely one that I'm gonna brew again. I think I'm gonna source some pellets, Mosaic pellets, rather than leaf this time. I'm not really sure how I ended up with the leaf anyway, but there we go. So yeah, it's a decent beer. It's light and easy to drink, as like an proper IPA should be. It's got a dry finish, as an IPA should be. It ticks all the boxes, but I just think, for me personally, that bitterness is just a fraction too much. No doubt I'll get used to it, you know, as you're drinking this is the first pint. By the time I get to the bottom of the second pint, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love that bitterness, I'm gonna acquire the taste. But this is the first drink of the night, of pretty much of the week. And so my kind of taste buds are hypersensitive now to everything, so. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. So cheers. Cheers, me dears, as Clive would say. So this is the 644 Mosaic IPA. I know it's in a Carlsberg glass, what can I do? I didn't think I was going to make a video. This is like my secret glass that no one knows about. But you know, I've been caught. So I thought I'd do a little wrap up, because it's been a week later. It's changed slightly. What hasn't changed, although it did change at the start, was the colour. That whole red colour. I don't know what that was all about, okay? It was obviously an optical illusion, because that still looks amazing. He says as he hides the Carlsberg logo. So that still looks amazing. taste wise though, and aroma wise, it's not quite as potent as it was. It's had an extra week, so it's in the keg now 2 weeks. And it's actually mellowed into a nice little beer. The bitterness, which I was talking about, it's not disappeared, but it's at quite a really nice level now. So everything's just kind of come together in 2 weeks. Now obviously, usually beers are at their best after 2 weeks, but a beer like this with so many hops, it has lost some of the pungency of the hops. It still has that kind of spiky taste that you would expect with an IPA, if you know what I mean. But it's not quite as potent. It's not, you know, throwing like it's not hosing you down with pineapple and mango and stuff like it was the last time. It's just mellowed into a nice little beer. But crucially, the bitterness is gone. So that is a beer you could knock quite a few back in a night. Could be tonight, I don't know, it's still early, but let's wait and see. But just thought I'd throw that in there, okay, right at the end of this video, because I've edited it all up, haven't actually encoded it, so I thought I'd throw a little bit on the end. So hello the end, bye. Hello the end. What the f was that?